think that it's inspiring to be here in this church, you know. I think one of the things that you and I definitely have in common is our faith.
Yes.
And that helped me so much throughout my process of change. And, you know, I think that you have the same response that I had to your faith. You know, how has it helped you?
Oh, most definitely. For so many years, I tried to lose weight, and my faith I always believed was strong. But I never, you know, God says that we can ask Him for anything. And I never thought about just asking Him to help me to get healthy. And I knew that He had called me to become a teacher, and He had special things that He wanted for my life. But with the way my health was going, there was no way that I could do it all. And I said, Lord, you know, I know You want me to be healthy, and but I need Your help. And I just prayed and asked Him to help me. And it was not long after that I wrote in and I won this, and now I'm getting the knowledge and the guidance and all that I've needed. And when you came to Louisiana, whenever I won, and you encouraged me to remember that God created me for a purpose and that I am worthy. How difficult was that to say, that I'm worthy? And I just keep going back to that and remembering, you know, that God did create me for a purpose, and I am worthy, and I want to please Him, and He's what's most important.
I just think that, you know, when you're trying to create change in your life, you need to determine where your worth comes from. Mm-hmm. And to me, you know, that's who puts a high value on me, and to me that's my Creator, and there's no greater place for us to be than to be fulfilling what we were created to do in the first place. So, and I don't know what that is for you or what it is, you know, for someone else, but I think that, you know, faith is such an intricate part of that, because without the faith that you can be something different, you never will be. Mm-hmm. So I'm so proud of you, and I'm so excited that you have allowed you know, the prayers of others, yes, and the prayers of yourself to actually invoke change within your own life. It's scary at first, but it's so worth it.
It is. And just to remember that, you know, He did create each one of us for a purpose, and He wants the best for our lives. And, you know, He's just encouraged me so much, and now I'm able to pass that on and encourage others. And, you know, I keep trying to stay focused and just think positively, you know, of all the riches and glory. And I don't mean riches in terms of monetary value, but, you know, God just wants better for our lives. And He wants us to be healthy. He wants us to be happy so that we can better serve Him.
Right. I agree. I totally agree. And I think that that's, you know, the most important thing about having a strong faith is that it will carry you through. When everything else fails, your faith will keep you going.
Exactly, especially when you have those hard days and you just want to give up, but then, you know, I just remember, no, I'm doing this for the glory of God.
Right,
and
for a purpose.
Right, and I want to please Him.
You know, for me, you know, on The Biggest Loser, I was the smallest girl, and if you were the betting type, the odds were all against me, and so I just kind of didn't believe in myself. Mm-hmm. And I remember Jillian having the same conversation with me, you know, where she was like, you are a woman of faith, but you have no faith in yourself. Yeah. And so the minute that I started believing that maybe possibly I might be able to change my life, something clicked and everything inside of me changed. Mm-hmm. And I was able to do what no one thought could be done. Mm-hmm. And it was simply because I, for once, believed what God said about me, you know, mm-hmm, that I was special. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, if He sees me that way, then why can't I see myself that way? And automatically things changed, and I started seeing progress, because I not only believed that I could do it, but even more so, my faith was strong enough in God that I knew He could do
exactly
more than I could ever imagine doing, mm-hmm, myself. And therefore was able to accomplish more than I ever thought possible. Mm-hmm. And I'll be honest with you, like, my life now is not what I thought that it would be, but it's so much better. Yes. Because it was exactly what I was supposed to be doing. And, you know, you may have all of this change and end up not doing something that you thought you would do, because mm-hmm, you don't know, you know, what your purpose is right now. But
right. I'm still in that learning stage, and
right,
it's just so wonderful looking back and seeing how God has guided me through this process and has helped me through this process. And in turn, hopefully I can be able to help others just as you have inspired and helped me. And, you know, I just want to pass it on and do the same thing, and just, you know, remind everybody that you are worthy and you were created for a purpose. And,
right,
you know, and just to continue to focus on that, and just remain positive, and as Dr. Peel always said, positive thinking.
Well, and I think that like being here in Dr. Peel's church, you know, who is the author of Power of Positive Thinking, is so important in this process because you're never going to be perfect. You know, I still have days where I feel good about myself and days where I feel bad about myself. And it all has to do with your attitude. And if you have a positive attitude, then you're going to have a better result because you'll see what you're working towards and not what you still have left to accomplish, you know.
I think it was great what you were saying earlier about when you change on the outside, the inside begins to change as well.
Well, I think that when you change on the outside, it automatically changes your inside, and you start, you know, and you realize that maybe the problem wasn't what other people thought of you in the first place, but what you thought of yourself.
What's inside begins to flow out of you.
Right.
And they see the difference in you. I've noticed that, you know, even going to church, just the way people react to me is so different now. And I know it's because I'm radiating outwardly how I feel on the inside
Your countenance shows the changes that have taken place within you.
And they see that, and they're just, you know, I'm always smiling now, and I'm happy now, and you know, and I just want to be able to help others, and I want to serve more, and I want to do more, and you know, and I have the energy now to do that, and I just want to please Him.